Mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2. And we're going live in 3 2 1. Let's go, let's get it. All right, so market just opened 2 minutes ago, and we're good, we're Gucci. So let's see what we might have missed here. I think we're still okay. All right, let's look for some zones real quick. Let me look at the 30-minute here. 1 hour. Okay, we seem to be in a range. The Friday high right there. So the main range is the Friday high and also the Friday low. So looking to take either side. We're not in a hurry. So let's do some markings here real quick. This is gonna be Friday high. And then right there we got Friday low. Exactly. And then I like to show the mid. And that's it. I don't want to do any more levels. For now. Friday Q. So I'd say previous day, but we don't get data for Sunday on TradingView, or do we? Well, at least not on the daily. So looking at the 4 hour, I think I'm good from here. Otherwise it might be over analysis. On the 1 hour there's this gap here that's currently nope, a gap right there. that is currently going into. We'll see. Then looking at the 30-minute, I'm looking for like a zone. Right now I can see that we're bullish, so I'm looking for a breaker, and this is the first zone that I can see. That doji still bullish to me. It's a bullish candle. It's green. Going to that volume imbalance there. Let me just note it. Let's look at the 15-minute. What do we have that's interesting here? The last high before all these down movements, but seems like we might be getting some rejection from that area. And based on the Friday range, we are in premium, so good prices for selling. And this kind of look good here. That's some good sell side. That one did trade below, and we do have like an inverted here, inverted fair value gap preview bay that we found support, then shot up. So if you're coming down there, I'm interested in that area. I think we might get back to it. So what is this? That's a 15 inverted fair value gap with some support and some buys, sell side right there. So that looks good to me. That's why we have this save to save us time. Pull this to 9 a.m. Okay, so pretty much, I don't know. So trying to refrain from taking setups. For example, look at this rejection to the downside. So, you know, taking longs from that rejection, that would be not so smart. But we can still take it, but be careful. Probably maybe follow closely with the stop loss. So what I'd really like to see is a closure below this point here, and I think if we do that, or this zone here, I think there's gonna be a textbook trade from that point to this point for 52 points. We'll see about that. See how that goes. In the meantime, seems like they're setting up a nice entry here, which I'm now gonna take. So we want to see what will happen. So 30-minute has a volume imbalance, same as the 1 hour. 4 hour, the 4 hour is bigger. So let's go with the one on the, let me see, already traded into. So let's go with the one on the 15-minute. That looks interesting. So the bodies are not touching the wicks too, so I'll just take the open and the close of those candles. This, the open of this one and the close of this one. Let's see how that goes. So in the meantime, we just chill. Let me go check out what gold is doing real quick. I pull up another window, pull out, pull up, pull in. What are you talking about? Ooh, gold is golden. So pretty much this would be the zone here. That will be the zone. Ooh, wee. Okay. Look at that rejection. So probably just use the 30-minute one because we touched it right there. Okay. So let's look for lower prices. Makes sense. So with my zones, I feel like not really I feel, but from the data that we've taken so far, so that is now confirmed. Get rid of it. But in case we come back up, we can look at it. So this is not yet confirmed right here, but if we close below, that would be a nice zone to go down. I like it when my zones have a swing low or a swing high. This one doesn't, so but it's not a must. But this right here is perfect. It's too near to where we're going. See that swing low? That makes it a perfect candidate. But we're just going down. And I need to turn off my heater. It's too loud. It's too loud. It's too hot. Just give me a second. I'll be right back. 2 minutes. Sorry, I meant 2 seconds, not 2 minutes. What is gold doing? Gold is going up and this guy is going down. So who's telling the truth? I don't know. So this zone is not yet confirmed. This one is gonna get confirmed in, okay, yep, if we close below, then that will be a failed order block. Down, then we shot up, and now we closed above it, used it as support. We shot up, and now we're going down against it. So I'd like to see something like this, and then some evidence that we want to go down, and we're gonna hop on in that trade. Probably we're just gonna be doing one contract, trying to go back to 50k. We're not in a hurry. Discipline first. So Mr. Gold is going up. One minute. So we can see here we had support at 415 to 5, and price just shot up, took that liquidity, took that buy side up there. And then this, to me, if we close here, is gonna be like a break of structure. So I'm gonna do that with an arrow. Gold is golden. Thank you for the like. I appreciate. Subscribe if you value discipline futures. Okay, so this zone is confirmed right there. Let me see what the 30-minute looks like. Okay, I like this even better. Better. We have this down candle here, but now this period has to close. It has to close down here. One of the temptations that I get is I'm in drawdown, a good setup is forming, so why not take a bigger position? Now that has worked in the past and it has also not worked. So if it doesn't work, you end up in deep drawdown. If it does work, okay, you get out of drawdown, yeah, but we're just gonna be disciplined and go slow. Not really go slow, but go the right way. So this zone not confirmed, but this one yes. Now I could argue that we have this one here, not the best though. Not the best, but at least we do have our 1 minute system here that helps us to navigate such scenarios, right, to the best of our ability. Not that we know, but that's a candidate too. It is 15 minutes something. Looking at the 5 minute, that's a more refined breaker right there, but I prefer my zones being 15 minutes and up. 5 minutes is just to, I don't know. For example, if I was trading this, my zone will be this series of these up candles. We went down, took that liquidity, closed the bar, touched that zone over there, and look at the reaction after. Crazy. If I was to trade 5 minute breakers, my RR would have to be at least 1:4, minimum 1:3, because I know I'll get more losses, but I'll get trades with a smaller stop loss. So yeah, but I'm just comfortable playing with the 15 minute. I mean, when we are in well enough in profits, we can go down and, you know, play those games. So what I'm waiting for here is the EMAs to line up. Once they're lined up, I need to see a retracement back to 50, and then we can go down. For those who are new, the fastest one is 5. The second, the slowest, the fastest is 5, and then we got 16. The black is 100, and the purple is 50, right? So I need them to be in a descending order or in an ascending order, in order. One following the other, so it needs to be lined up, kind of like this. See that? So it can't be like this, it can't be like this, it can't be like, it has to be straight. So when that happens, kind of like it happened here, I need to see a retracement back to 50, and then for the EMAs to line up again. So that to me is like a retracement, and then we get in on the leg that's supposed to be going up. So when I do get in a trade and then we start playing around, I'm like, yeah, because pretty much the whole design is to get in and go. See, this is a good example here. Everything lined up right there, and then we come and touch 50 and 100. That's okay as long as 16 doesn't go below 50, and my entry will be where 5 crosses 16. So that will be my entry a second before the close of this candle. My stop loss will be below this low or below 100. But if there's a candle right where 100 is, my stop loss will be going below that level. And then I just wait for 1:2. So honestly, I don't like seeing this too much. I'm hoping to like enter on such a trade and then shoot up. That's pretty much the whole design of this strategy. I'm kind of comfortable with it, because when I take losses, I'm like, that was a good trade. I don't blame myself. Pretty much, I think that's what I've been looking for quite a while. But even if you take a loss, you appreciate the loss, because you're like, I did my best. I positioned myself the best way I could, but price is price. It will do what it wants. So I'm gonna push this to the side. That zone is now confirmed, and we are going back. That is a huge 15-minute candle. Well, you could look at it this way. My bias is still short. That is the previous 15-minute candle. Best prices to go short will be the upper half. But then again, me don't trade like that no more. So before, I would have considered that high and this low, and then I'll be entering at that 0.62 level. So this will be my trade right now, and then my stop loss at that point, and then I'd be looking for 0. I'll be looking for 1. Where is it? I'll be looking for this area. Used to have a good RR, but I used to lose a lot. So now I'm like, instead of entering here, how about I just wait for a confirmation that we're really going down. So I will lose a little bit on that RR, probably get an entry down here, but then I can bring down my stop loss. The RR will not be the same, but I'm kind of comfortable with that momentum confirmation. Is it bulletproof? No. You can easily just get down here and then shoot up. It is what it is. That's why we have to be good losers. So when we win, the wins make sense. That was one thing that came in. I wish I learned earlier, because I really used to take some good setups. The thing is though, because of moving stop loss, because we think that when I do my analysis and I go in a trade, it has to be right. So when price is coming against you, you feel like the price is wrong and your analysis has to be right. So I would move my stop loss. Jesus. And then now by the time I end up and I'm like, okay, I can't move my stop loss anymore. You've taken a huge loss. So now when you get your good trade, you're just recovering your losses, if you do even recover them. So that was one big lesson. Put your stop loss, submit to it, and let it be. Leave it alone. You're not supposed to win every day, but it's good if you can win every day. Okay, so what am I waiting for here? I'm waiting for that 50 to cross 100. Maybe I should make this bigger, just for visibility purposes. Yeah. So when that crosses down, and we get a retest. I like this because this might be a quick entry with that trend line formation right there. So with my trend lines, I look for at least 2 swing lows, and that's good enough for me. So I do have a swing here and another one here. So and then once we close below that trend line, that's my entry. And trading off a zone on a higher time frame, that right there is good for me. One condition is not met though. I need that 50 below 100, and then I still can enter because I need a retracement back to 50, and then EMAs line up again. Now, can we miss trades? Can I miss trades? Oh yeah, but it is what it is. Now this can easily keep going down, easy, and go hit my target without me, and it's all good. We are done chasing after trades. If I take a loss, I need to take a loss like a soldier. Accept. Now, am I logged in? I'm not. Look at this. Oh my god, that would have been a disaster. That would not have been good. I was logged in, so it's not like I was not ready. Okay, I'm gonna move this to the side here. We can watch gold. So you have gold on the screen right there. Let me log in real quick. Oh, I just needed to click on it. Okay, we're good. All right, 50 just crossed. That's good. I don't know if we're gonna get that retest, but if we do, that would be nice. Okay, there we go, the retest. So at the close of this low, I'm gonna be taking that trade, and that will be a trade for the day. If we get smoked, we get smoked. If we win, we win. If it's a winner, it's a winner. I'm thinking that's gonna be how it's gonna look like. Let me see. Trading view. $120. So we can take two. We can take two whatever. 2 contracts. We can take 2 micros. Because there whatever is only 60 points. So we can take 2 micros there, and we'll be fine. Okay, at the close of that whatever, I'm gonna take that trade. If we close below that yep. We're getting some rejection though. So can I'll take a trade if we close below that line over there. I hope it will not be too late. Okay, I'm ready to take the sell. No. Okay, we're looking good here. So I'll be taking the sell in 11 seconds. Depending on how that candle will be. It's gonna be bearish enough. Okay, I don't like that. I need to see a closure below that low right there. Otherwise, everything is looking good. We're getting that rejection to the downside. I think my stop loss is just fine, whatever it is. I just need to see a closure below that point. Okay. So honestly, that one we should have been in already, but I just need a little bit more confirmation. I hope that the next candle is not gonna be a huge one. $240. If our entry is around here and my stop stays up there. Okay, I kind of like this now. 40 something seconds. I will know what to do. Tempted to enter right now. Okay, I'm in, guys. I'm in. That's good enough. Look at that rejection. Damn, should have waited. Anyway, that was a good entry. No worries. So this is gonna be a buy stop right there as a stop loss. And then if we do get to that 1:2, we're gonna be doing a buy limit. Bingo. So that's our entry for the day. I think it's decent enough. If it doesn't work, it's all good. We're gonna be losing 240. If it does work, we're looking at $400 at least. But everything is well lined up. Probably I should have waited for a candle close because we are getting smoked like immediately. Oh, come on. Ooh, that drawdown is bad. That candle excited me, man. Got me excited. One tick to the stop loss, 1.75 before you hit my stop loss. What's the probability of this trade working? Not too high, but we'll see how that goes. So we're gonna be losing 249. That's okay, plus some fees, maybe a little bit if we do lose. So let's see if this works. It might not. Let me look at gold real quick. Gold is bullish, bro. Me don't like this. I like when I enter my trades to stay down here. So looks like we're getting some resistance on that zone over there. We'll be a little bit more comfortable if we can close below this point here. But there we go. So 1:2, I would exactly be down here. Is gold going down with me? I don't know. Okay. $100. 300 to go. Once we get to the sell side, I have to break even in case we decide to go up. But I'm hoping to get to, let me see, that high. To that entry. Oh, one is just right there. Now, I don't want to say this is promised. I don't want to jinx this, but to that level at least. That level right there. Uh-oh. But we don't really know which. This closes in the next 23 minutes. Probably we can confirm that 30-minute. Oh, why are we going back up? Come on, brother. My brother. What you doing? We need to stay below that fair value gap there. That purple zone. If we close above it, then I mean, it's a retracement like any other. Anyway, ooh, gold. Gold is going the other way. Now, what I kind of saw happening last week is, I don't know, I've noticed these two kind of move in the same direction. So if Nasdaq keeps going down, gold is gonna have like a huge drop. I'm thinking that's based on just what I've seen in the past. So I'm hoping that these guys won't need to go and catch up with this guy. If they can stay impaired, if they all want to do their thing, that's okay. But for the 2 weeks I've been checking the two of them, they kind of move the same way. I used to think they're not correlated, but I'm thinking that's when I was looking at US 100 and XAU USD, right? So XAU USD and then US 100. So that's why they're kind of going the opposite way. But now it's just gold and Nasdaq. Right. Okay, that fair value gap offering some support. So the 30-minute here has a refined I don't know which one should be used. Use the 15-minute one because it comes fast. So try not to mess with the side that has the setup, so we can just, you know, watch it. So possibly a $400 $400 win here. Oh, I got 2 contracts, y'all, so I can close. Yay. So if we get to that sell side right there, can I take 1 contract and then just break even? Would that mess with my RR? Oh, I don't know. I think that would be smart to take a full contract here. You know, let's just do it. Let's do buy limit right here, and then take the rest down here. Yeah, I think that's smart. It's gonna mess up with the risk to reward ratio program. I don't like to see this. We take a low and then start going the other side. If we took that trade, 1:2 will be way up here. Whoa. 1:2 will be so quick, bro. We're right there. And I needed some more confirmation, so. Looking at the 15-minute here, we just took the previous 15-minute low. Then it's going the other way. Let me see how many points we made on this one. 52 points. So we still haven't done 1:1 yet. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Whatever happens, that was a good trade, honestly. That was a good trade. I don't want to miss any. I don't want to miss any comments. So I keep looking at the chart just to see if anyone of y'all is going to say something. Okay, I don't know. Let me play around with the lights here so I can. Get my mind off the trade. This is one thing, like, I was even telling my wife yesterday that however good you are or however bad you are in trading, once you hit that buy or sell button, like, you're all on the same playing field, honestly. Because now there's nothing you can do. All your proness can now do nothing for you. Like, you just all wait to see. And I guess whoever gets the better results is the pro. This is one area where you have to stay humble, bro. Humility is the order of the day. So I'm selling, buy stop, buy limit. Okay, that's good. Basic. Yeah, I'm playing with lights here so I can get my mind off of that trade. Not that I mind watching it, but why not? Gold, what you doing, bruh? month is going up. Oh, you know what I'm messing with? I'm sorry, guys. Oh, sorry. That was unprofessional of me. Okay. Oh, wait a minute though. I don't like those lights. Let me get it back to where it was. Basic. Where was it? No. No. Yes. Okay. Just having some fun here. I needed to find a way on, having the balance on screen there, showing like that, what do you call that? That live, whatever reactions. What do you call it? Like, yes, that one. So that was the best solution I could come up with. Because if I went to, I feel like TradingView here does the same, but it's kind of small. It's kind of small. Notice how the reaction is a little bit slower. It's like some milliseconds late. Because I think it has to go to TradeOvate, get that data, and then bring it here to TradingView. So there's like some delay, but this right here is straight from NinjaTrader. So we are getting that immediate feedback, well, at least from NinjaTrader. I don't know. This setup is playing around here, so I honestly would not like to. So what I'm gonna do is just trail the stop loss with that 100. If it takes me out, it's gonna be just a small stop loss, because by right now we should be down here, but now it's playing games. So I'm going to reduce the risk there. Let me see how much I'm risking now. But hopefully this still works, but I still have to worry about my capital here. 1, 2, risking $118, so that's good. That's not bad. Our trade just got cheaper. And maybe this would be a good idea, like trailing with the 100 at least. Because once I enter, I don't want to EMAs line up. I get my retracement back to that 50, 100 area. Once we start going down, I don't want to see another retracement. So yeah, it does make sense to trail with that 100. Well, that because we've been here for quite a while. Entry was 7, and what time is it? 7:18. I feel like we should be down here by now. Now this is we could see this, and then so by me moving that stop loss there, if that's what's gonna happen, I'm okay. It's all good, because it could take me out and never really get to where my stop loss was, and then keep going down. So if that happens, I'm good. I'm okay. So if we close below this trend line, can I add another? Ooh. Can I add another micro, just one, and then kind of cover that additional entry? I think I'm gonna do that. If we close below this trend line, I'm going to add one more contract and then reduce the stop loss here to kind of absorb that extra micro, and then leave a runner to see if we can keep going down. Okay, let me see what the 30-minute looks like. I want to see how that. Honestly, I'd like to see this 30-minute close below this arrow here. But what I'm seeing, we are getting some rejections, so it's a good thing I put my buy stop here, because this could easily just turn around and go the other way. Now, if we get taken out here, I'm going to hang around and see if I can take another trade, because I'm kind of taking a half. It's now 100, so I do have like another $100 to play around with. So pretty much here we're gonna get smoked anytime from now. There we go. So we took that loss for what, 100 something. So now we can do another $100 trade. So make sure this is closed. That was a good trade, but we kind of stayed in there for long, man. Yeah, those two rejections on the 15-minute, not good. So we are deeper in drawdown now. We are $630 in drawdown, bruh. And we still have $3,000 to make. Hey, no worries, we stay disciplined. All right, let's see if we can get one more trade, because we have just lost $100. Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from gold. It kind of looks good though. We didn't touch the 50, so no entry there. What's the probability that this thing is gonna keep going? Oh boy. This is why sometimes it's just good to submit to your losses, you know. No way. No way. My original stop loss was, where was it? Where was it? Where was it? I think it was right here. No. This retracement was about to take us out, so it was just above it. It was right there. So I need to have that marked. That's where my original stop loss was at, and then I moved it down to right about where? Right there, maybe. 24,891. 24,921. 0.25. don't like price action that looks like this, honestly. I'd like to see like immediate reactions. Go hit my TP or take me out, man. Or play these games when I'm in profits, you know. Oh my god, this setup is actually going to work. It's all good though. It is all good. This zone is also confirmed. Look at that. So okay, let me concentrate on that one, see if we can get that trade to go lower. I still have one more contract to play around with. If we take a loss, we'll be going down to 49,200 and something. 49,200. So a break below that trend line, I'm taking that trade. Down, up, came down, support, shot up, boom. But we got two candles with rejections here. Triangle forming here. It's getting squeezed. $18. All right, so my stop loss is gonna be up here. So do I really want to take this trade? Let's do it. 2-1, I mean, and then above I'm gonna do a buy stop right there and a buy limit down here, so I'll take profit. So let's see how this goes. So if we smoke, then we're done for the day now, no more trades. Let's see how this goes. One is to 2 will be right about there. Okay, let me see how much I'll be losing here. Create limit order. Where's that stop loss? Okay, you go down to, let me see how much I'll be winning. How much we'll be getting. So wow, less than 100. That's good. To make 150, so pretty much just getting back the loss that we took. Fair enough. If we do get down there. Now, do I think moving that stop loss too soon was a good idea? Based on previous setups that I've taken, yeah. Once we start coming back again after that initial retest, and then we come in one more time, yeah, the probability kind of goes down. So I think that was okay. That was okay. And the disadvantage is you know, can be messing up on a good entry, on a good trade. 7:30. We should now see some movement here. Let's go. Let's go. Now, the psychology behind this is, well, in my own opinion, is the next. Now, what tends to happen is what just happened right now. Like, see how I moved my stop loss and it took me out and it's now going my way. Tomorrow or some other day, the same scenario is gonna set up. I'm gonna get in a good trade. It's gonna start. I mean, I know my setup is pretty much it's supposed to go in, and then it doesn't take too long before it goes my way. Either takes me out or goes my way immediately, or steadily goes my way, right? But when it starts doing things like this, then you start getting skeptical. So the logical thing is, hey, protect your stop, protect your equity. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna remember, hey, remember what you did yesterday. You moved your stop loss too soon, so we can't do that. And then what's gonna happen? Price will come, take my stop loss. The following day, the same thing is gonna happen. Hit my stop loss. The following day, the same thing's gonna happen. Hit my stop loss. Only because of this one day. So psychology, bro. So I'm just, being content with whatever decisions I make on the go. I'm like, that was good for that moment, and just move on. Okay. Seems like price wants to go down, but then there's some pressure for wanting to go up, but that upward pressure is not doing too much, but it's still holding price from going down further. So who's gonna win here? Who's gonna take the lead here? My previous setup would have been $200 and above right now. 30-minute candle. Let me see how it closed. I don't know. Ooh. So, wow. Let me delete this. I'm gonna do this right here. That's the grand zone right there. And look at that. That was a if we knew. So this confirmed at 7. What time was 7? 7 was right. Okay, so we're good. And then the retracement. All right. That's okay. That's okay. So I put the 15 zone back because that's what I considered, but I'm gonna put in the notes that hey, there was a cleaner 30 minutes zone. Probably that's what I should have waited for, because it did offer a cleaner setup. But the thing is though, even if the 30 minutes whatever was there, it was confirmed at 7 to 7:30, so I'd look for a trade after 7:30, and that was a much cleaner trade. So my entry would but that was late though, because if I was looking for a trade after 7:30, because this candle here confirms that 30 minutes zone. Let's go to the 30 minute. See this down candle, series of down candles before it shot up, and then that zone is confirmed with a 7 to 7:30 candle. So my entry would have to be after 7:30, right? And 7:30 happened right about here. And then look at that retracement back to that 30 minute, touching my 50. So my entry would have to be at this candle here, my stop loss right there. Then I'd be going for 1:2 way down here. Makes sense at that 1 SD right there. So we might be getting down there. I'm gonna leave this setup here. Let me hide it, but how do we lock it and then hide it, just to see if, you know, that would have worked. For now, we're already in a trade trying to make 150 maybe, and that should give us back the loss that we took here and a little bit on top. If we take that loss, it's okay, we're still under the threshold, for the loss threshold that I can take every day, which is 250 maximum. This is taking longer than usual, and gold is going up. Okay, another trend line break right there. So there's a high probability that we're gonna get down here. Do I really want to move my... No, let me just take that TP, get it over with. But pretty much this could be a possible probably price will get here at 9:30, at 9, before 9. Now we just touched that 15-minute whatever inverted fair value gap right there. Not that it matters a lot, but you can see we did have some support here, so that could be an area. It is an area of importance. So if we can break below, maybe turn that zone into resistance, that would be nice. So what I'm gonna do is go to the 30-minute and kind of look for this low here. That's on the 30-minute, that down candle, the last down candle before we shot up. So we are hoping to see price close below it and use that as resistance to keep going down. My stop, my TP is just somewhere there. Now, do I want to take another trade? If this wins, I can, because I'm not gonna be break even, and I'd still have room to take another trade. So 3 trades for the day, 2 trades break even, 1 trade we either take a loss or a win. And so if we take that TP right there, I'll look for another trade. So I'll wait for a retracement back to this 30-minute zone. It was previous support, so looking to see if it's gonna be resistance to keep going down, and that can be a quick scalp back to down to this line here. So how I got that line was that high to the low of my zone here, 30-minute candle, the series of down candles. So pretty much the leg that goes up to take stop losses or buy stops or whatever, take liquidity. So I'm looking for the same distance that goes going up, so one standard deviation. And if we keep being bullish, then there's a probability we can also get to 2 standard deviations of that distance of the up movement that goes to take buy side. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's see how that goes. So what I'm gonna do is let me hide this current level only. So that 15 minutes stays clean there. And I can put them back when journaling, so I can kind of see. I don't know if that's important. I don't think it is. So this, let me write this down so I don't forget, y'all. So I cannot edit that line. Okay. All right, that was the original stop loss. If I did move that stop loss, bro, I'd be in the moolah. I'd be in the money. So pretty much we're now at break even. So looking to make a few dollars more, or I could just close this trade and go back to break even, then look for another trade. What do you think we should do? At least let's take this sell side. Take that low. Stop. Or just leave it alone. I'm gonna break even here. Stop it, man. Stop it. The thing is, if it comes and takes me out of break even, we can only do like another one micro. I can still take another trade, but if we hit TP, then I can take a major trade. That was so close to take us out right there, but it did not. What a day. Gold, what you doing? Gold is tired. It's like I can't do this anymore. I need to go back down. So again, seeing some sort of support around that area. We're likely to see a retracement back to this area. If not. $63 points, which is decent. 48 points. So we're pretty much around the break-even area. This challenge is really gonna be a test for me, honestly. Oh boy. This is the most disciplined I've ever been, I lie. All right, we're about to hit that sell side, and so my main aim right now is just to, you know, get back to break even, and pretty much we're right there. So I'm gonna close this trade. Seems it's gonna be hitting a buy limit, and there we go. That was nice. This would have been a banger trade, man, if I didn't. I'm kind of feeling ish, to be honest. Maybe I shouldn't have moved the stop loss. Anyway, it's all good. I did tell myself it's okay. So we're breaking through that zone. So let's see if we can take an, okay, make sure to close these buy stops here. So I like to flatten my positions just in case something is left there. Now the plan was to take another trade, but it's gonna be up to this one standard deviation level here. So I'm trying to see if I can get an entries. Would still have to retrace back to my 50 and then break a trend line for me to take a trade. If I don't see that, then I'm gonna have to wait. It's now 7:53, so another 1 hour, 1 hour-ish. But that right there would have been a banger trade. I'm kind of feeling it now. 1:2 would have been down here. Anyway, it's all good, happens. Even though I'm feeling ish, I'm glad that I did break even. Reduce my stop loss, because that would still be, that could have been bad if I did lose. But we made some profits though. We made $40. A win is a win. I think we were 49,490. We're now at 49,531. We made some profits there. That's a few gallons of milk. Anything to make me feel good right now. Now we are likely to get to that one symmetrical swing. So can we take part in that? That would be nice. There's an area here I'm seeing. If we can retrace back here, then break a trend line again, and then honestly, if I was in this trade, I would not like to see us retrace back up here. Oh, this was a good setup. What to do here? What to do? Let's play with some lights a little bit. It's good to take a minute or two before going back in the trade. Going back. Ooh, my 1:2 is hit right there. That will be me be done for the day. What a trade, but why did it have to retrace here though? I got questions. 21 questions. Let's suit ourselves here with lights. Let's see which one suiting. What a trade, my god, this is nice. Oh, there's that original trade that I wanted to see. Let me see if it's here. Short position. Okay. So if I waited for the 30-minute zone, my 1 is to 2 will be at that one symmetrical zone, which we're pretty much going to hit. I'm sure of that. We're probably gonna get down here, so this would have been a winner too. That would have been a winner. Winner. Well, we'll see. I think the best way to represent this one would be like this. Is it locked? Would be like this. Where my stop loss was originally, my entry was 24,891. What am I doing? What's that entry at? Right. 75. Look at how we match into that one symmetrical string right there. But where was the stop loss though? Where was the stop loss? So I move my no, so that's not the original. It's just gonna be stop loss. So that will let me know that I moved my stop loss. That's how it's taken out. There, right there, right there. And then this was the second try. And we shut down. So, yep. Now this right here is gonna make me to never ever want to move my stop loss again prematurely. But the thing is, I need to understand that every trade is its own trade. So if that's what you feel like doing at the moment, do it. Because then if you didn't do it, you'd blame yourself. It's confusing, right? It doesn't make no sense. Why did you move the stop loss? And this is where I can understand that that was not the only setup that will ever, that it was not the last setup, so it's all good. What is gold doing here? I feel like gold is gonna want to go and catch up, but it's stuck up there. Now I want to go see what ES and YM are doing, but yeah, it's gonna get to that point. There we go. 1SD, boom, touched, and actually passed with a T. Yep, bingo. That was good, bro. That was good. What a setup. What a setup. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end my stream here because I don't know if I want to take another trade. So really missed on a good trade here by moving my stop loss. This price action here kind of threw me away, honestly. And then the rejection that we was seeing on the 15-minute, I honestly thought that we would keep going up and I would take my full stop loss there. If I didn't do that, then I would have made some good moolah today. I'd be up at least 400. All in all, it was still a green day, 40 bucks. Still some good money. This is not the only setup in the world. There's gonna be more. We just missed out on a good trade. Good thing is, took another trade here and pretty much I'm break even and plus the $40. So it was good. Textbook entry over there. Okay, let me see the original entry. Boom. Would have hit 1:2 right there. So I guess what I'll do moving forward is not really moving forward. What I should have done best today is, let's just go to this high time frame here. High time frame here. So looking at the 15 around this area, I did have a zone here and then this one right here, right? But looking at the 30-minute, there was a major zone right there, and it's the same also with the 1 hour, but the 1 hour would have wasted us. So could have maybe wait, since the small zones are inside the bigger time frame zone, wait for that 30-minute closure. The thing is though, you missed out on entering on the 15-minute entry zones, and then this 130-minute does like pretty much what 1 hour did. It just went straight ahead. So that 30-minute could do the same too. Who said that it's gonna close here and then come back? It can still keep going down. So pretty much I think I'm good. Those trade entries are just fine, honestly, because that's just based on hindsight, because we did close here confirming that 30-minute down candle right there, the bearish candle. That's a nice retracement back. So, you know, get your entries and let's keep going down. So pretty much I don't think I'm ever gonna move my stop loss again. I think I think that's the moral of the lesson. Do not move your stop loss prematurely. All right, heading towards Friday low right there. Our trades, we were kind of, modeling them around the Friday EQ. That is why I like my EMAs here. I didn't even, realize that that's what was happening, but look at that, around that Friday EQ. So once you master these trend lines, I feel like it's like they get you in with the big boys that are really with the big people, or the advanced people who are really good in market structure. They don't need these EMAs, right? They don't need them, but they can, come and look at what's going on, and they'll enter in with them with a trend. But with the EMAs, it kind of cuts your work in half, as long as you know how to use them, right? Pretty much, and gets you in with the momentum. So everybody that was doing supply and demand, ICT stuff, we were all in this trade, honestly. But then again, not to say that we can compete with them in terms of entries, because whoever had that, used that high and that low and then did their optimal trade entry, and they're still holding, they're in the money. So whatever is comfortable with you, that's what you go for. Now I'm not a reversal guy, but once we get to 9, I think we're going to see some corrective move to the upside. And even if we keep going down, I think, we could be able to make some money on our way up. But the thing is, I need to wait for all the CMAs to line up again, and I think by the time that's happening, it's gonna be 9 already. So I want to get down here, and we'll meet again tomorrow. So still in drawdown, $470 to go. So no worries, we just took the Friday low now. Now let's see if we're gonna get to this area. If I wait and we get down to this area, I'm afraid I might get in on a reversal. That might not need to meet my trade criteria, and if it loses, then that will be bad. If it wins, it will also be bad, because then I'll try, you'll try to start chasing after what previously won. So I mean, but if you know what you're doing, no worries. This is pretty much my zone right there. If you know, you know. And this is what we are waiting for, and then shoot back up. Should we wait for that reversal and trying to see if we can get this formation on the 15 seconds time frame? I mean, I'm break even. I am break even. So let me see what gold is doing. Let's touch that zone. Friday low. So on the thumbnail today, I think I'm just gonna do something like what's that, X? I think I'm gonna do something like this, and then is that tick, then something like this. So that one didn't work, this one worked. That'll be interesting. And I'm hungry, man. I'm hungry. That looks more dramatic. All right, let's go journal real quick. I think I'm gonna close it here. Let's just call it quits here. So if I was to keep trading, I'll probably wait to see if we're gonna get to this zone right here and then wait for reversal. So high probability that we can get a few points to the upside. Doesn't have to be all the way back here, like maybe get to that point, maybe even go a little bit further and then try and see if we can get back to that 1.5 area right there for 100 points. Wow. 78. You know what, let's just wait. I have like 48 minutes. Let's just see how that goes. 48, 47 minutes. I'm gonna take this picture. Right there's good. So we're now week 3. This is fun, honestly. This is too much fun. MNQ, we took 2 contracts so far. How am I gonna do this? 2 contracts on that first trade. That was at 7 a.m. Now all trades I've taken that were winners, although not so many, or pretty much the average time was around 7:30, and you can see the winning trade here was 7:27. The actual trade that we should have taken was shoulda, coulda, woulda. What is going on here? Oh, undervisible on this side. Where is it? It disappeared. Okay, I don't know, it's gone. Whatever, still hit that, whatever. So let me see, let me bring this back. It would have been yep, the entry would have been here, so 7:34. So around that time is where we kind of seen some movement. So we'll keep on taking this journal, then we'll see after a month or so what is really coming out. So then we can make a decision. We don't have to be here at 6:30 a.m. So that's 21 minutes. The drawdown was, I don't know, 62.5. Then I move my stop loss 62.5. So stop loss was hit at 30.5. Okay, just making sure I'm not missing any comments. Right, so I'm gonna journal the other one. The entry was at 727. Yeah. Oh, come on. Yeah. And we took the TP at 7:52 a.m. I'm not thinking, what is 52 minus 7? Minus 27. Someone help me. 22 minutes plus 3. 25 minutes? Yeah. I think so. That stop loss was 40. This is the first time I'm taking quite a small stop loss. That's the smallest I've taken. This one here. No. Yeah. This is the smallest stop loss I've had in the 2 weeks I've been trading. And the TP just still going to get to 108, 200 points. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. The points were 81 points was. Then let's take that picture. So this is what I'm gonna do. I wanted this to be visible to on that side too, so I can actually see where. But it doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that was the second setup that I took. All right, so I'm waiting to see if I can get another trade entry, but taking another shot, I don't know. Maybe if we get to this gap here, then maybe I might consider taking a trade to the downside. It's about to get to 9 a.m. New York midday. So we are break even. So pretty much we are back to zero in terms of the risk that we are willing to take for the day. So we do have room for another trade. I would have preferred if it would be like a long trade. Otherwise, taking a short maybe after 10 a.m. during New York PM time, which starts at I think 10 a.m. 10 to 10:30 I think. For that afternoon move, we either keep going down or we shoot up, or we can see consolidation here. But I'm thinking that we might want to get down here, so I'm gonna move this here to the new target. Okay, let me take that picture real quick, get it over with. So let me show you the journal, how it looks like real quick. So that was the first trade. I took 2 contracts, 7 to 720, how long it took. So this is gonna be in red. They'll let me know that we hit that TP. So 62.5/30. So that will let me know that the original stop loss was at 62.5, and then I moved it down to reduce the risk to only 30 points. So then I'll know that I moved my stop loss, and then I'll come and look here, and I'll see that was the original stop loss, and this is where I moved my stop loss down. And then I'm like, yeah, look at what happened. It took you out because you you moved your stop loss too soon, and then it went and hit your TP without you, right? The thing is though, I already made that decision. I'm like, you know what, I don't like how we are staying in here like this. So I decided to trail my stop loss with the 100 EMA, the black EMA right there. And I knew a possibility would be we can get up there and then go my way. So I was like, you know, it's okay. I think losing 100 is better than losing the full amount, which was like 200 and something. But now that it went my way, I'm feeling like I should have left it alone. Anyway, it's all good. And then I took a second trade. Like what, 6 minutes later, took 25 minutes, took 81 points. So because this is not red, then I know the stop loss was half of that, because my RR is 1:2. So I don't have to have a column for stop loss. And hit that picture right there, and I can see, hey, here's the second chance. I don't like this. So this is what we're gonna do. Let me put a border on this one so it kind of separates those two. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, get that picture, copy link, replace. Exactly. So I'm like, all right, I'll give it another chance. If we break this trend line, now that we've come up to this the down candle here going up, confirm, give it another shot. My stop loss is still gonna be over there. So I pretty much went in with the other half that I saved here. And then so kind of, you know, made that loss back and a little bit more on top. So pretty much break even plus some $50 on top is still good. Now this is, I'm also gonna journal this. Let me reduce the clutter up there. That probably I should have waited for the big zone, which is on the 30-minute, and the smaller zones are inside that 30-minute. The thing is though, this poses a danger too of missing trades. Because if you look at the 1 hour, it's actually the same zone, so it's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. So maybe could have been better if I waited for closure below that 30-minute. I don't know. I think that trade was okay. It was just fine. Nah, I let it go. But because I thought about it, I think I should. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to journal that. So let's do this. I'm gonna hide this. Hide. Let's take out those executions. The execution marks. Alright, I'm still watching price here to see if I can get an entry to the upside. Still no, nothing. Am I comfortable taking a shot, bro? I don't know, but we do have a trend line forming there. We are at this 15-minute favorable gap right there. Let me put that in blue. So if we get a breakdown here, then I'm thinking that could be a short to this area. But I'd be comfortable taking that trade below this low. That's the only way what just happened here, bro? Shift tab. Damn. It's usually shift. Then you want to go back. Never mind. So what I want to do now is I want to kind of write down, but this is hindsight. You know, if I was perfect today, what it would have looked like. So that would be the zone right there if I waited on the 30-minute time frame, and the closure below that was at 7:30, which was pretty much here, right? And then we see a retracement back to that 30-minute zone right there, with a touch of that 50 on the 1 minute candle on the 1 minute time frame. And then I'll probably look for some sort of a trend line, which will be at least two swing lows, that swing low and this swing low. So the break of that trend line, or closure below, that will be the entry, and that will be the, you know, the perfect trade for the day. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that. 1:2. Let's hide this. And that would have been a perfect trade. So that right there is just textbook what I really should be waiting for, but I'm gonna write that, I'm gonna journal that so I can take a note of that next time. I'm gonna do this, and then this is gonna be like when I say hindsight trade, if all was perfect, and so I can always come in and see what really happened, right? Then take some notes probably. Note if smaller zones are engulfed with a bigger zone on a higher time frame. I'm gonna just do on a higher time frame. Notice one and consider them. Consider taking your trade off of them. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, let's go back and see. So we got like 28 minutes before I need to close this stream here at 9. Let's see if we can get a trade here. Let's see. So let me see, how far can we go back to how it was? Yeah, beautiful. I kind of like this, I'm not gonna lie. This is that 15. Let's go to the 15-minute right here. So we have that 15 minutes inverted right there, right? Acted as support during Asia yesterday, and part of London, the London Open. Then we shot down, we just blew through it, right? So that zone right there, that now has a fair value gap. And then look at these two down candles here. Imagine doing all this analysis. You take a trade and you lose. Oh boy. See, that's that last down candle that we shot up, took all this liquidity, and then we working our way, and we just got down to it, and then we kind of closed below it, right? But this one candle shot up, but look at the body still staying inside that zone. So I'm kind of interested on seeing if we're gonna close below again that zone, retest, and this time stay on the lower side and see if we can get some momentum to keep going down. It's going to 9 p.m. which is 9 a.m. which is New York midday. That would be the only way I'll take a trade, so going short. So then we do have some space here, some room, whatever. That would be like 94 points to that second standard deviation of looking at the 30-minute. This series of up candles, or rather the movement up that took, you know, highs, and then instead of coming to form a higher low, it broke down. So that becomes an area of interest. So you can take your fib from that high to that low, and then kind of get your standard deviations. That's the first standard deviation, and see if we're gonna get to that another standard deviation right there, which is the second one, and see if we can get another trade, and that's gonna be fire. Gold is still insisting on going up. It's not doing so much though. If we took that trade, my stop loss would be down here. I'll still be in this trade. So let's do this shoulda, coulda, woulda. Inside 1.2 something. And break will be right there. I'm going to refine that 30-minute one for fun. Inverted. This is the longest I've stayed on a stream, honestly. I'm usually done by now. I think the first day also I stayed until 9. So it's not the longest. After this, I'm gonna go wash my car, then go wash my wife's car. They're pretty dirty. They need to be washed. My wife's car needs to be fast. Needs to be manually sprayed before I take it through the machine. It's been sitting for a while. But it still runs smooth. Thank you so much for those who came in. I appreciate your support. Your support. It's fun. I love doing this. This is too much fun, oh. Too much, oh. Now I need to find a way to show how much we make for the day right here. I wonder how I'm gonna do that, because the app doesn't show you how much you make for that day. I don't know why they be doing these things. Orders, positions, but you can't see how much you make or you lost. I wonder if the 5-minute has like a set up a reversal or something. I think we're gonna get another move during New York PM. Not right now. After 10 a.m. we might get New York move to the upside or downside. Otherwise, it was a good day. A good trading day. I did order some ears. In monitor ears, and the guy here, I like them already, but I can't even use them because this here cannot go in my sound card, and I mean, I do have this that can go in my sound card, but this is the one that has this what you call this, you have to like close it. What do you call those things? Whatever. So I can't use them. So I did order something like this from Amazon that should be getting here today, where I can just put it in there. So I think this is just too much. We can use this right here. I think this is still comfortable though than this ones, because this have to be in your ears. This is just, the headphones, you just put them on top and they're just bulky. They are bulky. Let me see that order. All right, a few more minutes we have 18 minutes to 9 here. It's not even out for delivery, but it should be arriving today. Should have added $2 for. But that's too much. Can't use camera. Oh boy. Should I take this trade or not? Why not? Now, what we might see here is something like this. We might just consolidate in here. That's what I'm thinking. And then maybe New York PM, maybe take those highs and then proceed to go down. That's what I'm thinking. Is there a probability for going all the way up? Slim, in my opinion. But who knows? Who knows these markets? Who knows? Rejection, 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 rejection. So we might see some of that rejection too, but I feel like we're gonna close strong here. They should have offered some sort of support. That gap right there. Closed above it. Should have been like support. Even if it would have wicked through, the body should have stayed in here and for us to keep going up, but then it just got sent down. My guy, what you doing? Okay, there's a drop. Not taking this trade though. 16 is above 50. It needs to line up, retest, and then we can take that trade. It's now 8:47 a.m. What's the probability that this is gonna keep going down right now? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna have to stop here. Duty is calling. Duty calls. I don't think there's gonna be any other substantial move until New York PM. Wow, look at gold, man. That setup was struggling, but it's getting there. So today this was kind of everybody did their own thing. This is going up, this is going down. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna end it here. I'm not seeing anything happening. My idea was if we keep going down, I was gonna use this 15-minute zone here, which is this last two candles before we went up. If we close below and then kind of see some sort of resistance, which we are seeing that. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. I'll see you again tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Hopefully we do get a good trade. So we did have a potential of getting like a really good banger trade today, but you know, I moved my stop loss too soon, but it's all good. It was all calculated and I knew what I was doing and I was ready, and I even explained that this might happen, that we might be taken out and then it still goes to hit our TP. But I did come in again and I took my 1:2 right there, but that was just to break even plus a little bit more on top. So all in all, it was a green day, just a little bit of a green day, but it's way better than a red day, so thank you for joining in. I appreciate your support and all that stuff. So let's keep learning together. This is amazing. I love doing this. It's fun. Too much fun. Oh, too much fun. So I'll see you again tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. So that was Trader Maera, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day. Hold up. You know what we gotta do? You already know. Let me flip that for you guys. There you go. Wow. So trust in the Lord. And whatever you see right there, that's honey, so you're fine. Trust in the Lord. Okay, let's do it this way. Then you'll see my what am I doing? Let's go. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart. Proverbs 3:5, and that's what I leave you with for the day. And I'm out. I'll see you on the next one. Do have a good day and God bless you all. Peace.